Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Brown Motorsports. Today's video we're going to be starting on my LS Swap G35. I've had this car for about a year now. It's just been a long process gathering all the parts in order to get this swap to happen. So in today's video we're actually going to be digging in, getting all the unnecessary stuff out of the engine bay and actually getting the LS fitted in for the first time. So let's go ahead and get the hood off and get in it. Alright guys, so before we actually lift the engine up off the engine stand, let's kind of go over a bit of quick information. This is a mid-2000s LS LQ4 6-liter. It does have milled and valve work in the heads, does have a bigger cam, new oil pump, a bunch of stuff internally, so it's pretty much a fresh, ready to go, you could say junkyard engine I guess, but we'll go ahead and get it off the stand. We're going to get the 6-speed transmission bolted up to it and get it ready to go in the car. So we've got the 6-liter down off the stand, sitting on the floor, so we can go ahead and get the transmission bolted to it. We've obviously got a flex plate on our 6-liter right now that needs to be removed in order to put the flywheel on to accommodate for the manual transmission. So we're going to go ahead and get that stuff swapped around, get the transmission bolted to it, and then we're ready to stab it into the car for the first time. So it's actually another week. Last Friday was when we were initially putting this in, but as you guys see, we were kind of having some problems with clearance on our oil pan mounts and everything fitting into the car. So our options were down to either cutting the K-member up or swapping the oil pan. So as you guys see, we opted for swapping to oil pans. This one would have worked if we would have moved the engine a lot further forward than I really wanted it to. I really want to get the engine as far back in the chassis as possible with retaining AC and all that stuff. So we went ahead and ordered this. This is an LOJ Customs pan. It's specifically for the G35 350Z chassis with an LS. We are running their mounts for everything already on our accessory drive. So it just made sense to go ahead and go with this LOJ pan. As you guys can see, the biggest difference is where our front sump is. This pan is much further forward than this, so it's going to give us all the room we need for our crossmember clearance. So we're going to go ahead and get this pan and its pickup tube put on the engine and get ready to go ahead and put it back in. see, the engine hoist is finally out of the way, and the 6-liter is officially sitting in the G35, mounted in for the first time. Now I'm going to go up under the car, get the transmission all mounted in, get all that tidied up. You guys aren't really going to be able to see any of that. So we're going to go ahead and go under the car, get that done. Next time you guys see it, the car will actually be on the ground on its own weight, and we'll see how this thing sits with an LS in it.
Caught it. I'll put it this long. Ooh.
So now that we've got the engine and trans installed, we're going to go ahead and wrap up for the day. Obviously, looking at this, there is a long way to still go on this project. So if you guys liked what we're doing today or want to see what we work on in the future, please consider subscribing or just kind of following us to see what we work on next. Thanks.